Rock, meet, hard place. The marketplace for streaming and TV services is getting more competitive, and we've seen trends towards cord cutting for a number of years now. Cable prices are trending up, but at the same time, there are more services to subscribe to, and prices on those services are also ticking up. What's a budget-conscious media consumer to do? Yeah, let's dig into this a little bit. No matter how you watch your favorite movies and TV shows, you'll want to carve out some time to keep up with all the work here on reviews.org. All the subscription buttons below, yeah, click all those. That'll do the trick. And keep an eye out for our upcoming live streams and some of our giveaways. We've got some fun stuff planned. This is a headline we've been tracking for years now. Prices are rising on cable and broadband products. We might have had a brief respite from that trend over 2020, but those hikes are back on track this year. Recent legislation has tried to make billing more transparent, but between short-term promotional pricing, equipment rentals, and the bundling of different products, it's tricky getting a handle on what you're signing up for and how much you're really going to pay. Along the way, those prices have increased. For example, I'm on Spectrum here in Southern California, and we recently saw TV and voice services get more expensive. Equipment rentals ticked up, over-the-air broadcasts ticked up. All told, looking at the beginning of this year, someone might be looking at an additional $10 a month increase for TV, depending on plan and bundles. And that's just Spectrum. We're seeing similar behavior from other TV and broadband providers. So just cut the cord. Save some cash. You have to know where I'm going with this. For several years now, we've been using streaming services for our TV, bouncing back and forth between YouTube and Sling. And those prices are trending up too. As a brief tangent, I'll always be cranky about being a launch subscriber for YouTube TV. I signed up at an early reduced price, but when the first price hike hit, we were jumped up to the same price as every new subscriber. We didn't get any kind of grandfathered price savings. I know, first world problem, but while everyone else's bill was going up $10 a month, ours was going up more like 15. And I was there at the beginning. YouTube TV, I liked it before it was cool. Now they're just sellouts. On top of that, the streaming landscape it's just exploded. It seems media companies really don't want Netflix to be such a singular resource for consumers, and the smart pitches at entertainment companies is to make their own platform. People will subscribe to our little catalog of content. So even if you aren't paying for any kind of traditional broadcast or cable style TV, there's a growing expectation that you'll likely have a handful of streaming subscriptions. There's genuinely not enough time in the day to keep up with every subscription platform, scan their catalogs, and watch all that content. So I'm really curious to see down under this video how you folks are handling your media. Paid subscriptions, ad-supported platforms, cable TV or Sling style solutions, buying individual shows and films. Drop us some comments down below. My family strategy has gotten a little scattered over the last couple years. We do still keep TV, and we're currently back on YouTube TV for live events and shows that still work more on a traditional broadcast schedule. But between Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Peacock, Amazon Prime, I know I'm missing one of them in there, we're starting to round robin our services more aggressively. When we see shows we want to watch, we're paying for that service. But we're trying to make more of an effort to cancel that service when we're done with that show. Disney Plus, that's the other one. Of course, streaming is getting savvier, moving back to weekly distribution instead of putting out an entire season of a show to binge in one shot. Why pay 1 month for a show when they can put the show out over 8 weeks? And if they're really smart, they'll stagger it kind of halfway in between 1 month and end it so that you kind of get 3 months of a subscription. And because of all these streaming catalogs getting divided up, I'm back to buying shiny plastic discs for movies and shows I will always want access to. It drives me crazy when a movie leaves one platform. And even buying it from Google or Apple isn't always a guarantee you'll always get to keep it. Kind of amazing what you can do with a Plex server these days. So how are you handling this media landscape? HD antenna, cable TV packages, streaming packages, bundling these as some sort of perk with a cell phone provider. This stuff is getting more complicated by the day. And we could probably help some people save some cash by opening a dialogue. And of course, to get a really good lay of the land for broadband and streaming packages, there is this really cool website you can go to, all these helpful articles and videos, tools to compare packages and pricing. It's a pretty sweet place. Should probably check it out. As always, thanks so much for watching, sharing, subscribing. Catch the Reviews crew all around social media, all that fun stuff. Be on the lookout for a couple upcoming contests. Again, I said it's gonna be some really cool stuff. For Reviews.org, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, AKA Some Gadget Guy. I'll catch you all on the next video.